At this time, I invite Dr. William Cosby, a member of the
Thank you. I have been paying attention to the words in the news. The word cut, 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 cut. And so have you. You may have heard it pertaining to school. And next year's graduating class will have to function. Cuts. Things missing. And I think that all of you in this class, entering in your college days, starting over again somewhere else. New people to meet, new ideas and ways of doing things. Some of you will be with people whose parents have a great deal of money. And when you sit next to them in orientation, you will feel that they know everything. They've been everywhere. And many of you sitting here and in the back have been nowhere. But that doesn't last long. Because it's what you put into that which is offered to you. And you catch up quickly to find out that the people who went overseas and stayed in places, that you too have an opportunity to go there, and that you will also return with information. And so I'm telling you now, you will be second, third, and fourth, and in some places last. But who are you? That's the most important thing. And so with cuts, 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 if you allow that situation to define that you will not have what you ought to have because of cuts, 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 that you have not done your homework in terms of your parents, your grandparents, because they had to do without to pay for your education, to pay for your upturned hand, to pay for your prom that you had to come to pay for an automobile that you wanted, to pay for a whole bunch of things that you wanted. And all you had to do was sit somewhere and memorize something and give it back to the teacher so that the teacher understood that you understood it. And for this, you were able to give your mother a present for Mother's Day with a wonderful report card. Your father, you gave... But we're used to that. We're used to that. You just keep out of our way. And make sure you bring a note from your mother when you're begging, saying it's been approved. But this thing, these cuts, I want all of you to understand that you should and you have to participate in this. You are not excused from this. You have to enter your community. You have to enter your former school. You have to enter your churches, your synagogues, wherever. And you have to volunteer. You have to give a part of yourself. This is not called giving back. This is called sanity. And you have to. Because if you don't, then they will be able to define you with the fact that they didn't give you any money. They didn't give you money for books. Find a way to get them. That's what successful people are made of. To find a way. And the best way for you all to join together to work, that with no money, you have still succeeded. That there are still kids receiving from you, mentoring from you, that the elderly have been found to need food or delivery of medication. Cuts. You and the people you joined with. This is what is expected. You are not to say, it's summer and I'm bored, or it's summer and I'm partying because I've got a lot. Yeah, who do you? And you get your room when you need some money. I'm talking about something very important in your soul now, boo. I'm talking about that which is going to make you, in your soul, a better human being. And it's not going to be just about you. It's going to be about a saying that many of you had. If I could just say one life, well, here we are. And you're appreciated. All of your thoughts. Your goods. Appreciate it. This high school, I think, will always be the school. No matter where you are, how far away, whether you're in Maine, Washington, Los Angeles, that you will always be able to find somewhere Central High School, in whatever class it is. Very proud people. That's you. And today you may have seen my picture in the paper as a person who went to Germantown. And that's what I did. I went there. I went there after not wanting to be here at Central. Wasn't about studying, because I wasn't studying. Wasn't about, I got an A in chorus and an A in gym. I was, you will read Wikipedia which says I quit school, but it won't say at age 19. My grandfather said, if you put yourself in a compromising position, you have to walk around acting like you're not embarrassed. It meant nothing to me until I was 19 and a half. And I began to see kids walking the hallways of Germantown, and they were the younger brothers and sisters of the people I played and hung out with. And then I saw the janitor who almost looked my age. However, it all comes around when you have a spirit within yourself. I became a physical therapist in this United States Navy. I didn't know what I was doing. Not when I became a therapist. I knew, but I didn't know what I was doing when I joined. But I do know that there was something in me when the man said, you will wake up at 04:30. And I said, in the morning, and this man said, you shut up. And he put his face right up to mine. And he said, "I'm not your mother." And I wanted to punch him, but I knew I would go to jail. And here is the time and the point for the turnaround, because I know I have no credentials. And I also have no education, because I didn't pay attention. My 6th grade teacher, who knew me very well, said, "William has a quiet way of not listening." She also said, "I hope as he moves on to the 7th grade, he will find other teachers who will do as I and sit on him and make him bud." I was happy, and I was fortunate, because that teacher didn't exist. And so, I'm in the Navy. I graduated from the Navy just by doing time, 4 years. But I want you all to understand that as a 75-year-old person, this school that I attended, this school that because of my high IQ somewhere in the 90s, that this school, because I was on probation when they accepted me, this school is very important to me because of what I was and what I wanted to be later, and today what I am. And you will be saying, congratulations, 272.
Thank you, Dr. Cosby. It's okay. Our next speaker has worked as a teacher,